parler, s'en aller ou chialer, jamais plutôt qu'à l'aide, on entend crier. Pas année, quelle de couleur café, non c'est pas gagné, si tu voulais taper, trop de barons, trop de casaniers, qui tiendront baron de plus que ça ira, se dit le brave type comme le scélérat, pour le sale, favelas, même sort, même idée, qu'on s'en sorte à l'espoir, tous fidèles. San Paolo, zona norte, Loisy LESC, faut pas stresser, ici MC d'AFF, si,
Tous les ghettos savent que les ghettos salis n'empêchent pas. Ira. Tous les ghettos savent que les ghettos salis.
Every dime is a flavor. I'm signed to the pit.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some basketball on 2K Sports. We've got Miami and EA7, Emporio Armani Milan. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. To the middle, here's Whiteside, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
On defense, Miami. Moss, he's covered by Deng, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Miami with the ball. Now here's Dragic. Pass to Deng. Here's Bosch. And James pulls it down. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Atlanta Hawks. And the shot is good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Now here's Dragic. Not a lot of room. Bosch, the screen. Wade with no one around. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And stolen by Whiteside. Here's Wade. Finished off the break.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
It's tipped and stolen by Whiteside. And it's Wade penetrating. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. On defense, Miami. It's a three-point game. Hackett, the pass to James. That's good. James has got his first points of the game.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
He said he's got his team really looking out for Marshawn Brooks. Not necessarily a household name nationally, but he's shown in his young career that he's a scorer to be reckoned with. Coach said he's great at creating his own shot, and with his wingspan, he can get it off over his defender. We have to have a healthy dose of respect for his game and embrace the challenge of slowing him down. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
And stolen by James. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And Brooks, here we go. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
The Heat making a switch here. Chris Anderson is checked in for Whiteside. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Green in for Dwayne Wade.
That's his first personal foul. In for Ron.
And the wide open shot from Green. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Stolen by Anderson. Here's Winslow. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Gentile. Buries the long-range jumper.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
The shot's good from Stoudemire.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Shot from the low block. Jump shot is good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Milan leading by 5. Elegar. And Milan another 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter.
That's his first personal foul.
.17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dragic. It's blocked.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
1 second left.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats from Milan.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Stoudemire slams it in.
D-Wade with an excellent pass there.
And Milan has possession. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Green. And it's Milan with the rebound.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Hackett, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on Justice Winslow. Milan shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw, no good. A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. And it's Deng in for Winslow. Good on the second free throw. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. The drive by Wade and the jam by Whiteside.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And once again, off the mark by Milan. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Back to Green. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And he gets the bucket. Milan leading by 7. Moss, the pass to Brooks. Gili. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now, here's Bosch. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Green. He's got 6 and another basket for Miami. Milan leading by 9. Brooks outside. Three-pointer. And Milan another 3.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Anderson comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Dragic in for Green.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And for the international rules of goaltending, players are allowed to touch the ball after it hits the iron, even if it is over the cylinder.
I'm not sure if the NBA is going to adapt that rule, but I think it wouldn't be a big deal to adapt it because there aren't a lot of times that play happens in the game. I think it would be a small percentage of those plays over the course of the season.
And Anderson slams it in.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Right block shot, and it's Miami with the rebound. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Dang with the bucket.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Now here's Dragic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Passes to Anderson. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. And here we go. And Milan, another 3.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Here's Dang. Pass to Dragic. A different look for Miami. Stoudemire comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Winslow subbed in for Dwayne Wade.
Personal foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Dang. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Joe Wright. That's his second personal foul.
Can they get it? Oh, that's blocked. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's Milan. They lead by 18.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Well, we've seen Marshawn Brooks really having a great game.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
No good from the wing. The Heat trail by 18, and it's Wade penetrating. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Wade's got the first basket of the third quarter for Miami. Three-pointer, Brooks. Kept alive by Milan. Here's Moss. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists tonight.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Foul. Daniel Hackett. That's his second personal foul.
Wade for 3. Can't hit. Now Milan takes it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Whiteside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
From the corner, and there's another one for Milan.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
The drive by Bosch. Second chance shot, and the layup is good. Bosch has got his first bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Bosch a screen on Brooks, and it's Dang in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 6 assists in the game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Dragic dishes to Wade. Whiteside sets the pick for Wade. Whiteside, high post. And it's Milan with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Dang goes in. Drains it from 17 feet out. Dang's got 9.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Milan leading by 21. And there's the pass to Hackett. Goes up to the stripe, and there's another one for Milan.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And it's Dragic off the drive. It's tipped. And they're running. Here's Moss. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got assist number 8 now on the night. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Got that one up quick. 13 points in the game.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
So Milan ends up going with a new group. And then for Miami, Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Green in for Dwayne Wade. Shots good by Jeffers. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Rockets the pass to Green. Stoudemire setting the pick for Green. Chris Anderson is checked in for Chris Bosh.
That's his first personal foul. Into the lineup for the Heat, Chris Anderson.
There's the screen from deep. Green. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Green's got 13.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls, and really a good job to take.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Milan leading by 23. Ragland. And Milan, another 3.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
Stoudemire, and that is good. Milan with the ball. Here's Jeffers.
Yeah, another turnover. But guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Milan making a switch here. Brooks checked in. And Miami with a change here, too. Wade's checked in. Out to Brooks. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Coming off the floor for Milan, David Moss.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Wade dishes to Bosh. That's good.
Chris Bosh.
Bosh has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball. Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
And that one's good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Kleza. Good, and the assist goes to James. And so here is Miami. Stolen by Brooks. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. That is good.
Basket is good by Sean.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Milan?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Wasted no time on that one. He's got 23.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Whiteside, and he goes in for the dunk.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him. That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And it's Wade penetrating. And the rejection by James.
The edge on the glass is the... And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level, having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Anderson, he's checked in for Bosch. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Chalmers in for Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
The drive by Wade somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Winslow, the pass to Anderson. No good from the left block. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Shot on the wing. Shot's good by Jeffers.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And so it's Milan winning this one. They poured it out. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some basketball on 2K Sports. It's EA7 Emporio Armani Milan and Indiana. And Milan has possession. Hackett, the pass to James. It's stolen by Allen. That's tipped. Hill with it. Here's Ellis. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ellis has got the opening basket of the game for the Pacers.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Milan shooting their first foul shot of the night. Here's George.
That's his first personal foul.
Hill left side. Outside, George fires the three. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. It's stolen by Hill. Now the Pacers moving it up. Hill leading the charge. That's good.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Assist goes to Sean James.
The Pacers off to a quick start here. It's a three-point game. Left side, George. And again, it's Indiana.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
To the paint, Gili. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Dallas. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Mahinmi. Here's Allen. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, how about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
On defense, Indiana leading by 5. Here's Hackett. And there's another one for Milan.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Outside Hill. Here's the screen. And George kicks to Allen. The shot's good on the assist by George. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to James. It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Ellis.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Outside Hill. Pick up by Hill. Stuckey outside. On the wing, Hill. There's the triple. Stuckey can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Gentile, and there's another one for Milan. Indiana leading by 5. Here's Hill. They set the pick. And Hill has it in the corner. High, arcing shot, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
To the inside, here's Turner, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Now here is Hill. Feeds it to Stuckey. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Pacers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And the technical free throw is good. Outside Hill. They get it back. And at last they get one to fall. Hill's got his first points of the night. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Kleza. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Turner off the drive, and that one's good. Turner's got his second bucket tonight.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep, though.
The Pacers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Ragland. Eligard. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Pacers lead by 10. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we...
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming on the court.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And George, here we go, on the mark with the 15-footer. George has got the first basket of the second quarter for Indiana. One trails by 12. Brooks dishes to James. That's good.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Here's George. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. George has got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's off the back rim, no good.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And that one's good.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Brooks on the double team. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have. The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Stuckey into the lane. Mahimi, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
Got a hand on it. And here they come. Here's Moss, and there's another one for Milan.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Ellis wide open. No good on the triple. Milan with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Hackett. Brooks with no one around. And Milan another 3.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Stuckey passes to Mahimi. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey's got his 3rd assist on the night. Milan trails by 3. Over to the left wing.
2 minutes.
Fires for 3, and Milan another 3.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And now,
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Mahimi. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Hill, he's checked in for Ellis. And it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey. There's 1:47 left in the first half.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that 2nd foul. But as long as he can avoid a 3rd before the half, I think he's fine.
For Indiana, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
1 for 2.
Both free throws good from Hill. And there's 1:45 left in the first half of basketball. Elegar. And Milan another 3.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Here's Turner, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And yes, sir, that one drops. 6 points for Hill.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Hill sets the screen for Hill. Misfires after coming off the pick.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
That's good. 5 points in the game. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And George kicks to Hill. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hill's got 5. Fires from deep. And Milan another 3.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Allen, that's good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
For Indiana, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the first one drops.
First team foul.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Inside. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Pacers trail by 3. Allen right side. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists in the game.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Hackett the pass to James. Gili. And Milan another 3.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so it's Indiana with it. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Hill sets the screen for Allen. Outside, George. And Mahimi with this stuff.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Mahimi's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Down low, it's stolen by Mahimi. Ellis goes in. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Ellis has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Moss. Pacers with the rebound.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Outside, George from outside the arc. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish. And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Timeout called the Pacers. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Here's Hackett. And there's another one for Milan.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Nobody near George. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got assist number 8 now on the night. Hackett. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Hackett. And there's another one for Milan.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. Beyond the arc. And Indiana, another 3.
You know, they've got to make him earn those 3. you play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Paul George really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Indiana making some changes. Turner comes in for Mahinmi, and it's Solomon Hill in for Paul George. Here's Hackett. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Hill kicks to Stucker. Pick up by Hill.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Hill, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hill's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Here's Gentile. He's guarded by Hill. And Milan, another 3.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Stuckey's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
No good trying to beat the buzzer. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Milan leads by just 3. And welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Milan leading by 3. Out to the right wing. The pass to Moss. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. And George is subbed in for Solomon Hill. And a change for Milan. Brooks checked in. Moss, defended by George. Moss, the pass to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. And right on target with the swish. Brooks has got the lead up to 5 now for Milan.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Ellis dishes to Stuckey. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Mahinmi. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. I'll tell you what, we've seen some nice buckets by George.
To the paint. And that one's good. James. And Milan leads by 5.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Milan.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The drive by Ellis. Outside for George. Allen. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's 13 points for Allen.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away. Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their teams. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, we don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug. Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. Hill drives in. And the shot is good. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 assists. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
Here's George. Stolen by Brooks. Passes it to Hackett. Marshawn Brooks again. And now it's a 10-point Milan lead.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 10. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. And George, here we go. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. George has got 14 points here in the second half.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And he gets it to go.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. They lead by 6. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. And taken away by Ellis. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Lets it fly from 18. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now it's just a 4-point Milan lead. Milan with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Gili gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Right side George. It's back to Hill, and Milan called for the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
There's a minute left in the game. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Pass to Hackett. And there's another one for Milan.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Allen's shot is off. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
From deep, and Milan another 3.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And the Pacers call time here. They're down by 10. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now. Let's go. Get out of here. Game done.
Yep. You summed it up.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think we need to comment after that.
Adios. Kicks it to Clayson. There's the dish to Samuels. Ellegar. No good there. And so it's Milan winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game.